Is this on?
Tonight, after Dawkins gets cooked, and I enter the money. Sorry, this guy got me so flustered right now.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano.
Two-man booth.
A lot of leg room this week.
Ooh, feels nice.
Yes.
Not gonna lie.
Eric's the only one that has a Valentine's date tonight, so
I guess.
yeah.
Damn. Lucky guy. But yeah,
Sure.
a lot of you are listening to this on Wednesday.
Right.
Hopefully you guys had a great night. You know, hopefully your plans worked.
Hopefully you...
Bust a nut.
Absolutely.
You know?
And that could mean,
for God's sakes, I came!
Yeah.
and maybe that was on your own.
Right.
You know?
Sure.
They have Galentine's Day. What about Palentine's Day?
Is that when, like, you and your best friend, like, just...
Close your eyes.
Close-
Yes.
while watching NXT on Tuesday night. Yeah.
Our brother had this shoulder surgery and he couldn't feel his arm for 24 hours.
Right.
And I was with him right after, kind of, and I think he was like,
Oh.
this is like holding what?
You gave him the stranger?
He was holding his left arm. He's like, I can't even feel, like, I feel like I'm holding someone else's hand. I was like, well, that's going to be great for later.
Yeah. If he
Yeah.
grabbed his dick and then you like jerked his
Dude,
arm
yeah.
up and down.
That's called the stranger.
It's the stranger.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm
Good,
pretty sure
good.
it's something like that. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. It's fun.
Anyways, welcome to the Bust a Nut show.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Love
you
is in the
guys
air.
are post nut and you're all happy and now you can listen to the show.
Post.
I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a big show though because we got to do our predictions for Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah. I've been retaining the hell out of that title lately
How many?
because I hadn't had it in a while. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't champ for a while.
Couple pay-per-views.
Couple pay-per-view retains, yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully we could change all that.
Well, I'd like to get through WrestleMania season.
I think I
Beat
think
me at
I'm like
WrestleMania.
usually going in to Mania as champion.
Oh, really?
I think that's like my thing.
Yeah.
And then I always drop it to someone.
It's been, what, 7 years? Well,
Drop
we've
it
been
to the
doing this
up-and-comer.
for 5 years, maybe? Yeah, drop it to the up-and-comer.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But first, we have to thank 5 new patrons.
Nice.
Thank you to F. Suttis. I don't know what that means or what that is.
FSU-tis? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Florida State, maybe?
I have no idea.
All right.
Thank you to Deborah K, Pierre Luke, or Luck, Kenny Helms, and Uncle Knucklefucker.
Clearly.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a great name.
Great.
It's on
Uncle
his birth
Knucklefucker.
certificate. He showed me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. $5 a month. You can cancel anytime. We got Elimination Chamber recap coming to the Patreon this
yeah.
Saturday night. It's going to be a big show. Can Sammy do it? Probably not. But it still should be a pretty damn good match.
So many different, like, variations went through my head watching these, you know, this week's shows. And I feel like it was kind of
Right.
like maybe a triple threat going into Mania. Like, nothing happens. But then you have to let Sammy win.
I know.
Then you, like, Cody gets passed up.
I really don't. A lot of fans have like suggested, and this is not just our fans, just WWE fans in general, that like Sammy and Cody pin Roman and then both each take a title. I don't really like. I think that's so lame. like at Mania, they both pin Roman at the same time, high five, and then both just take a title. I don't like that. I think that's weird.
I don't hate it if it's done right.
Yeah.
But
Like Cody's like, hey Sammy, come on, let's do this together. I don't know.
no, I think it'd be more like they both, like, in their last breath,
Yeah.
reach over to a limp Roman.
Right.
And the ref is just like doing this
What
whole thing.
do we do? And then Triple H is like,
Yeah,
give
yeah.
that one to him.
Right. That's the part I don't like is the aftermath. Like,
Yeah. Right.
You take that one and you take that one.
The ref's like,
Yeah,
just
Sammy's
gives
like,
him-
you can pick first, bro. I'm just happy I'm getting one of these.
right.
Yeah, that would be
There's
lame.
no way they
Why
do-
haven't they done this yet?
Right, because they're
That's-
going to split up the belts.
Yeah.
But there's no way they do that belt split, like, you know, where they both pin Roman.
Plus,
I
that would
think
be
there's no way.
anticlimactic because then the fans would be like, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, who do you cheer for?
What happened?
You just cheer that Roman's gone, I guess. I don't know.
Unless they do the first pin, second pin thing that Eric suggested, like the 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I don't like that either because then Roman's getting pinned twice. It would make the. I just don't. I don't like that. The
Yeah.
guy's been undefeated, basically undefeated for like almost 2.5 years.
Right.
So like it's one pin, it's one fall, and he loses everything.
Right.
That's what it has to be.
Yeah.
For like the biggest title reign since like Hulk Hogan, like longest title reign, like 2.5 years.
What was Punk though? Punk
This was longer than Punk.
Yeah.
And longer than Brock had a long one. I mean,
Cena had like a lot of reigns.
Now he's had 2 for a year, but he's had the Universal for it's been like 900 days.
Right.
It was August of 2020.
Long time.
SummerSlam of 2020.
Wow.
So I think that's the longest like main
And that was just
title
a few
reign.
months after coming back, right?
I'm sorry, it was September when he won it.
Okay.
Because he came back at SummerSlam and then he won at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I think Backlash was like late August though. It was either late August or early September.
Oh, wow.
It was a weird
Yeah.
it was a weird year.
Well, that was COVID, yeah.
Yeah. So all right, SmackDown opens with Paul Heyman, and after 6 minutes of recapping what happened last week, like if Breaking Bad can recap the previous episode in 20 seconds, then so can WWE.
Oh, you mean all the scenes where they were showing everything? Yeah. Like you didn't have to.
6 minutes.
They acted like, oh, we have a new audience.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
It's the same people every week.
Right.
Until lately, it's been going down. They're actually starting to trend up. I mean, it is WrestleMania season, so it makes sense. But it's like, yeah, we don't need 6 minutes. If I'm turning on the channel and it's just like, oh my God, okay, I'll come back later maybe.
If it was Raw, I almost understand. 3 hours is a long time.
Yeah.
SmackDown, tight 2. Come on, guys.
And
What is it, like an hour 40?
It's also
with
one,
commercials?
It's also one story that they're recapping. It's not like they're recapping all of SmackDown.
Yeah.
They're just recapping the Bloodline stuff.
hour 20.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
60 seconds at the most. But
Right.
Heyman hypes the Elimination Chamber, called Sammy an insane competitor.
Yeah.
Remember that was his Jackass spinoff, Insane,
Yeah.
when he was feuding with
Johnny Knoxville.
Wow. How
Feuding.
far have we come?
That was less than a year ago.
I mean, he was feuding with him for like half the year.
Right.
Sammy
was a joke.
He was.
He was a joke heel.
Yeah, he
Remember
was.
when he would just carry Shinsuke's title for him around? And,
Yes.
Like he was just a joke.
Right. He dressed like
He was like the Miz is now.
he dressed like Fidel Castro. It was fucking weird.
It was weird.
So Heyman says, could you imagine Sami Zayn as the undisputed Universal Champion? Of course, the crowd cheers.
Yeah.
Heyman moves on to Cody Rhodes and says, the American dream raised a dumbass. For Cody not understanding why this is personal. He says, without these titles, there is no Roman Reigns. There is no Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
So that's why it's personal for him. Then Sami Zayn appears behind Heyman.
And Heyman said Sammy's not here tonight.
Yes.
Which I guess that's why they kind of did like a hooded, like he's been
That's
hiding
what
in
he's
the
been
locker
doing,
room.
everywhere.
Which I guess set up a bigger pop when
Yeah,
he came
sure.
in. Sure.
So yeah, he appears behind Heyman, but he says, "Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you." But no one, right? No one's here to protect you because they know they know that Roman Reigns' days as Universal Champion are numbered.
And that was interesting because we found out later what Jimmy's there
Yes.
and he didn't come help.
No.
And Jimmy was the first to super kick Sammy after the incident.
Right.
So that was I loved that. It was like
Yeah.
I should have been spiked by now. I should have been super kicked by now.
Yeah. It was
No
good.
one's coming because the ride is over.
Yeah.
For the bloodline. It's like, holy crap.
He says Jimmy will pick his twin brother over Roman, and Solo will follow suit. You know that the bloodline is on its way out. And Sammy hugs Heyman tight.
Yeah.
And says, tell Roman he doesn't need to worry about Cody because I'm the one who's going to take him down. If only.
Yeah.
So
Would
next,
you be mad if he won the title at Chamber?
Of course not.
And then you just be like, we'll figure it out at Mania?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah.
It makes no sense to do it. The pop in Montreal would be amazing,
It'd be insane.
but it really makes no sense to do it.
No.
Like, sure, he loses because they cheat or whatever, and then somehow he gets in the triple threat. But again, I think we're.
You fucking mark!
Right. Jay's got to turn on Sammy at some
course.
point so
I
that
think
they
that
can fight
happens
them
at
with the
Chamber.
titles. Yeah, but with the whole DUI thing, I really think that's why they said you guys stay home.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. I reserve the right to change something on here then.
Well, no, Dave Meltzer said that. I mean, yeah, obviously that's what Heyman said to Jimmy, but he only said it to Jimmy.
Is Jimmy the one who has all the problems? I
Well,
thought
so they
both
have DUIs. Jimmy has more.
Okay.
And according to Wikipedia, Jay somehow got permit. Jays are older, so he somehow got permission to. Like, there's a new law in place where you can get it to where you could eventually get it removed, and then so Jay might be able to go to Canada, but Meltzer said he heard both are cleared to go to Canada. I mean, they both went to Saudi Arabia.
Again, it's the country that's keeping you out, right? Or is it the U.S. that says you can't leave with the DUI?
I guess it's
I think it's the country.
But they also didn't go to the UK, so maybe they have the same deal.
Interesting.
They weren't in the UK for Clash of the Castle. That's why Solo had to help.
So like, is it like Canada's like we don't want anybody that's a felon or has been committed like a certain crime to come in our country?
We don't want you driving here. I don't know.
Right.
I guess.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see about that.
All right.
Next up, we have Hit Row versus the Banger Bros. To go from Sammy and Heyman to this,
Right.
man, that's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't even be on TV. Drew and Sheamus dominated. They shouldn't even be a tag team.
It just shows you, like, when you got a great talent like Drew.
Yeah.
And again, the poor guy won the title during COVID. And then got
in
pinned
front
by
of no one.
And then got pinned by The Miz.
Yes.
That, you feel sorry for him. Then he's like, but what are you going to do with him? Can't throw him in the main title picture. You only have, that's the downside of one title, of one person holding both titles or having one title.
Sure.
You can't give him the U.S. title. You know how much I hate that, even though a lot of guys have done it just because you have to.
Right.
Especially with a Lesnar type champ.
Yeah. So Drew hit Botchdala with a Claymore, and then Sheamus hit the bro kick on Ashante, the dumbass, or whatever his name is. Yeah. After the match, we get a Viking Raiders video promo about how they're going to kill the Banger Bros. But of course, they're not going to kill the Banger Bros. They're going to get murdered, and that's going to be next week.
When they showed that, I was like, oh, we're still doing this? We're still involved in this? Best of 7?
Damn right. Yeah. Next up, we have Lacey Evans versus Carmen Harris.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Cobra Clutch for the win.
Cobra.
And that's it.
Yeah. Cute girl. Local star, maybe? Where are they?
I don't know.
SmackDown was in Brooklyn, was Raw.
Yes. I don't remember where SmackDown was.
I knew it for a second.
Whatever. Lacey Evans, Cobra Clutch. It's a Cobra Clutch, right?
Oh, they were at the casino. Remember, they were at a casino. They were inside of a casino. And Mohegan Sun, maybe? I don't know where that one is.
Right.
Is that the big Connecticut one? Or is that the one in Phoenix? Anyway.
I'm not sure. Cobra Clutch, right?
Cobra Clutch.
Cobra Clutch, yeah. Same as the Camel Clutch, right? But just a different name.
No. Camera Clutch is like is what Rusev
Camel
did.
Clutch.
That was what Rusev did.
Oh, right. That's right.
The Cobra Clutch is like basically Steve Austin's first finisher. What they called it, the $1 Million Dream.
Yes,
Kinda
of
like
course.
That.
Yeah. So backstage, Sonya Deville is bitching at Adam Pearce for not being in Elimination Chamber, but then Chelsea Green walks up to bitch at Adam Pearce. So Pearce makes them tag against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And that's later in the show. But Chelsea Green gets a Tahana bomb from Raquel. Liv hits her with Oblivion. And then Raquel powerbombs Liv onto Chelsea for the win.
No sell by Liv.
No sell.
Like, you have to act hurt. A lot of teams do this.
Yes.
You gotta be like, oh, my back, pin.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
But this is just what Chelsea Green is.
Oh, my God.
It's like, hey, we are going to give you $100,000 and you're just going to job every week. That's it.
I guess when you're not known, you
Yeah.
can't negotiate anything in your
Right.
storyline, right?
Yeah.
Like, she's just happy to be back in WWE, I'm sure.
I mean, it's also being associated with the biggest jobber of all time, being married to the biggest jobber in WWE history, Zack Ryder.
Is it that?
It doesn't help.
He beats out the Brooklyn Brawler and
I think so.
And his best friend, what's
Curtis
his face?
Axel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not Curtis Axel.
No, Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins, yeah.
Yes.
He was pretty bad.
You know, it's hard to...
Had a streak.
They sure did. One with a fucking... They didn't win a single match, and then somehow they got a title shot at WrestleMania. And won with a roll-up.
We were still outside. We heard it.
Yeah, we heard the music. We were like, oh, good for them. They beat FTR. They beat the Revival. They never won a match as a tag team. The fuck?
Yeah.
And of course, and at the time we were like, well, they don't have finishers. Like, Kurt Hawkins doesn't have a finisher. What's he get? Roll-up. And it was a roll-up.
It was a roll-up.
Yeah. Next up, we have Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Titles. Earlier in the show, Heyman asked Jimmy why he wasn't out there when Sammy was holding him hostage, but Jimmy was busy calling Jay, and he can't find him. So Jimmy comes out alone. He thinks he's got to do this by himself, but then
he says in some point in the, like, they're like, yeah, I can't get a hold of him. I don't know. Then he goes, you know what? My brother will be there.
Yeah.
But then he had no confidence because
No
he
confidence.
stopped her before she was about to announce. It was so weird how they announced it. And representing just himself,
Right.
Jimmy, chill out. Like, all right, give him a chance.
Yeah. So Jay comes out
Huge
from the
pop.
crowd. They have a big embrace.
Such a weird, geniusly done that we're
Right.
popping for these bad guys.
Yes. Right.
Because we want them all to murder Roman Reigns someday.
Of course. Again, like the hyenas at the end of Lion King.
Right.
The hyenas all murder Scar.
Yeah.
It's a children's movie. That's a Disney movie.
2 murders in
There's
a
so
Disney
much
movie.
murder in
Disney.
Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in Lion King.
Sure.
So Ricochet stood on Braun's shoulders and hit Jimmy with a swanton and went for the pin. But Jay pulled Ricochet out of the ring. Now you might be wondering, what's Braun doing? Why didn't Braun stop Jay? He was sitting in the corner.
Why didn't like Braun lean on Ricochet like you've seen?
Yeah.
Or that's a pretty nice move of theirs. Does it usually win?
Yeah.
So when Ricochet was pulled off of the Oos, why didn't Braun go, well, I'll go cover him while they're tangling down there? Right?
Well, is he legal?
And he just goes, oh, we'll be right back.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, what? Who cares if he's legal? That doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah, he's just sitting in the corner like an idiot. What? He was tired after Ricochet stood on his shoulders? So then Braun charges at Jay, but Jay ducks. Braun goes over the announce
This is
table.
the stupidest I've ever seen.
What?
Roar!
So dumb.
Whoa, whoa.
So dumb.
And he murders himself.
Anytime someone
he's gone. He's done.
No, anytime someone goes over the announce table, not through it, you go over the announce table and you're behind Michael Cole, you're dead for the rest of the match.
Yeah, why? Why are you dead?
Doesn't make any sense. So that's what happens there. Jay tags in without Ricochet knowing, and then Ricochet hit Jimmy with the shooting star press. But right after that, Jay hit a splash off the top rope for the win. I thought that was a cool ending.
Really cool finish. And
Because
they
again, the way they shot it, you didn't see Jay there.
Yeah, and Jay was the hero.
He was.
Yep.
Later backstage, Jimmy asked Jay, so you in or out of the bloodline? And Jay says, I don't know yet. And he walks away. And you can see Heyman watching the exchange from behind a pillar like a fucking troll or something. Yeah. And then later, Sammy finds Jay backstage.
Oh, God.
And he says, I appreciate what you did for me at the Royal Rumble. But look, Roman Reigns is going down. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it's happening. You don't have to go down with the ship. There's a way out of this. And I just want to let you know, I acknowledge you.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh, that was perfect.
It was great.
It was so fucking good.
And then Jay's like, you got to get out of here, man. But then they still fist bump. And
Fisted each other, yeah.
yes, it was a nice fisting.
Yeah.
But it's all going to be, I think Jay comes out at Chamber if he's cleared to go to Canada.
But like,
And it's like, who does he help? Who does he help? And he helps Roman.
And he goes, fuck. And he helps Roman.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
maybe like Jimmy's there too. Like he comes out on the stage.
He's FaceTiming.
and
He's watching.
What should I do?
You see him on the Titantron. And he's like, come on, Oos! Come on!
Maybe that, actually. I was going to say on the stage like this.
Yeah.
And Jay's like, and then just super kicks, Sammy.
Right.
Yeah. I think. And then at Mania, he super kicks Jimmy to let Owens and Sammy win, or we don't have to go that.
I don't know.
Then the
'Cause
whole
what,
bloodline's-
you wrestle a whole tag match and then you turn on him at the end?
I know. Well, that's happened a million times.
No.
Yeah, probably not.
So then, even later at the end of the show, Heyman tells Jimmy that Roman doesn't want him to go to the Chamber. But in reality, we know why, unless they're working us.
Well,
But he specifically told Jimmy. Solo wasn't there. He didn't say Solo. He didn't say Jay.
he didn't say like y'all, kind of. He wasn't implying like
He was,
you guys sit this one out.
No,
Because
I don't think
here's
so.
how I took it as,
Yeah.
for kayfabe.
Right.
I thought it was like, I don't know whose side Jay's on yet, so the Usos stay home.
Yeah.
That was what it was. Roman told Paul, hey, Usos stay home, because I have no idea what side they're on.
Maybe Roman comes out by himself, but then Jay is there to save him,
And where was Solo this week?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Soloing himself.
Oh, wow.
Maybe. Next up, we have an in-ring promo from Natalya. Never thought I'd see one of these ever again. But just because she's going to Montreal and...
Yeah.
Holy shit, this sucked. She talks trash about Shayna Baszler. Says, for the first time in my career, I got taken out by Shayna Baszler. It's like, that's not true.
Yeah, no.
I mean, she kayfabe broke your arm once.
Right.
But I guess she for real hit you in the... you needed another nose job, whatever.
Maybe.
So she talks trash about Shayna. She says, oh, you're a poor woman's Ronda Rousey. So Shayna comes out saying she's tired of hearing about Ronda. I was a champion in WWE before Ronda. Then the music hits, and Ronda Rousey comes out. And this is what you hear. No one... Again, I don't remember where they were, but no one gave a shit.
And Cole didn't even pop for it at first.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, and Ronda's here.
Yeah.
Like that. Like even he's not very excited about
No.
it.
Like
You're like,
crickets
this was
for
like
Ronda
a huge
Rousey.
return for a former champion. Nothing.
And then Ronda and Shayna just beat up Natalya.
Yeah.
And then Shotzi runs out and they beat her up too. Good job, idiot. What do you have to do with Natalya?
Yeah.
I guess they're a tag team now. Hey, we got beat up together. Might as well tag and job together.
100%.
So Ronda...
Bring a weapon or something. You're like the crazy chick, right? Like bring something
Yeah,
with you.
right. Bring your fucking tank.
These are like two MMA fighters.
You have a tank.
Throw the tank at them.
Yeah. So Ronda loses to Charlotte in December.
Yes.
Now she comes back and she just wants to tag with Shayna. They're going to go after the tag titles at WrestleMania, I guess. That's what Ronda's reduced to. You paying Ronda Rousey
The
to do a
heels have
tag
him right
team
now.
match?
Wait, is Shayna in the chamber? Right? She is? Or no?
No.
Oh, she's not?
No.
Oh, this was just to, hey,
Yeah.
we're here now.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're going to fight Damage Control and probably 2 other tag teams at WrestleMania.
Oh, right. That's how they do it.
That's how they always do it.
Yeah. That's how the Iconics
That's right.
did it, right?
Jesus. Yeah.
They won the title at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's what made Sasha like leave for a while. Remember? She
yeah.
that was her first like taking my ball and going home thing.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Megan Moran interviewing LA Feet. She asked about the Pitch Black match, and he's like, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the future. Yeah. And then he walks away and doesn't talk about the future.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it for him.
Yeah?
That's it.
Future endeavored? Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, Michael Cole interviews Charlotte Flair in a sit-down setting backstage. Charlotte talks shit about Rhea Ripley. I mean, it's already there. She's already turning heel. You know, she's like, oh, she's still not on my level. At WrestleMania, I put Rhea Ripley in her place once and for all.
There's a lot of like kind of turns tonight
Yeah.
where they're like, oh, nope, they turn for no reason. There it
Yes,
is.
exactly.
Yeah.
That Charlotte can't be a face for long.
I know. Yeah.
Then finally, we have Karrion Kross versus Madcap Moss versus Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio in a fatal 4-way #1 contender match to see who gets to lose to Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship.
Question.
Yeah.
How does Madcap keep getting put in these matches? Question.
Yeah.
How does Rey Mysterio keep getting put in these matches?
Yeah, wasn't he the last #1 contender?
Yeah. Why does he get thrown right back in this match? Is there no one else that
no
wants
one
the IC title?
There's no one else.
The most coveted title? Maybe in the history because it's never been fucked with.
Yeah.
It's the only title that's been there since I was born and never fucked with.
Yeah.
It's always just been that title.
Yep.
Not the WWE, Universal.
always been a
WWE
beautiful-
heavyweight championship match.
It's always been a beautiful championship until this last one.
Yeah.
They got, God, fix that one.
Jesus.
Seriously.
Hopefully
So-
a lot of titles will change this coming year.
Yes. Gunther was watching from a skybox, and they all cut backstage promos throughout the show. And Madcap Moss, with Emma standing next to him, like, you got this, babe. And he's like, I do got this. Woo! Yeah, and he's kicking. And I'm like, oh, did he just take, what's his name's? The fucking hype bro guy?
Oh, Raleigh? What's his name?
Mojo Rawley.
Mojo Rawley. Yeah.
I'm like, he's like Mojo Rawley now? He's like kicking.
Get
He's like,
hyped.
yeah.
Yeah.
Get fucking hyped.
He stays hyped.
And I guess he was hyped.
He was pretty hyped.
Ray hit Cross with the 619, but then Scarlett tripped him. Cross hit the cross hammer to Ray's head, and then Santos clothesline Cross, He was supposed to go over the top rope, but he didn't.
Yeah.
And then Moss hit an elbow drop on Ray for the win.
Yeah.
And Cole said this is Madcap's first title opportunity ever.
Not true.
I mean, the 24/7 title? I guess it's not canon anymore.
Did he win it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was champion for a while.
Yeah.
But I guess when you throw a title, you literally throw it in the garbage.
It never existed.
It never existed. It's no longer canon.
Yeah.
So,
His first ever title opportunity. Yay, Madcap.
yeah, you get to lose to Gunther.
How many women, like Emma has nothing to do.
No.
They signed all these women back.
Right.
I mean, you've got Emma, you've got Chelsea Green, you've got Shotzi, you've got Sonya, who's kind of like a jobber. I mean, she loses every match.
Of course.
Natalia's usually a jobber.
Yeah.
Piper is a jobber. She's never really won anything.
No.
Nikki's been like everyone just jobs to
They're all
Becky, Bailey, Bianca Belair, and Ronda and Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah, that's
Those are the 5. They win every match.
It's true.
Why don't they push? Like Emma's back. Push her a little bit.
Yeah.
No? So many things you could do. You could have Emma beat Natalia. You could have Emma beat Chelsea Green. She gets the win. You could build her up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously with Becky's going to be in a 3-woman tag with Lita and fucking Trish.
Probably.
To fight Damage Control. But then what? Becky's too big. She's stone cold already. Like, she needs to just, like, what? She's going to go into other storylines and not fight for the title?
Yeah.
You got to push other people.
Right.
You can't just be like, oh, Becky and Bianca Belair again. They're in a rematch.
I get it. You know, I get it now.
What?
Dakota's injured. Dakota's not going to be able to wrestle at Mania.
Yeah.
So it'll be Bailey and Io versus Ronda and Shayna versus Becky and Lita.
Oh. You
And
really?
then
She's legit hurt?
Maybe someone else.
She's legit hurt? Is that why they haven't?
I don't know if she's legit hurt, but they did the injury angle a couple weeks ago, and she's still in crutches. Because she got beat up backstage.
Right.
So she probably is. Or
Yeah.
they're just like, hey, you're injured because Bailey needs to do something in Mania.
Right.
And this is our plan. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I read a rumor that Trish was going to join them and do 3-on-3.
Well, that's what we said like last week.
Yeah. But I think Meltzer reported that or somebody big.
No.
But yeah, I mean, if she's legit hurt,
probably
that's how you do it.
listened here.
That's how you do it.
Right.
You have 2-on-2
We'll see.
with
Yeah.
Lita going over, obviously.
Because if they do
whatever.
have that 3-on-3, then Damage Control has to drop the titles before then to someone.
Do they? I mean, they don't defend him now.
Liv and Raquel. Well, I mean, to get Ronda and Shayna on WrestleMania.
Oh, for if it's a tag thing.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
We'll see what they do.
Yeah.
That's the end of SmackDown. Raw opens with the man, Becky Lynch. And Becky brought Adam Pearce to the ring. This guy's just all over the place now. He's the star of WWE.
Well.
Adam Pearce.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's not even the GM. He's never been called the GM, not
No.
once.
Right. So Becky says she wants to fight for a spot in Elimination Chamber. So Bailey comes out and says, oh, you don't deserve it. They argue. But then Bianca Belair comes out and says they should have to go through me to get a spot. So Pierce announces a triple threat match where if Bailey or Becky win, then they get in Elimination Chamber. But if Belair wins, then neither get in.
Love the stipulation. Finally,
Sure.
a decent one. I have a question. Is Pierce on every week? Every week?
Yeah. Lately,
pretty much
yeah.
is.
Oh, lately, yes.
Because I mean, like, why can't you have because he's a good guy.
Yeah.
So why can't you have Triple H or Shawn or any personality that we've loved in the past that is still on the, in the company, in the
Right.
production? Is Road Dogg back?
Yeah.
No, he can't be a GM and be funny.
Well, Sean
They're
is the
there.
GM of NXT.
Yeah, but how often does he come out? I don't watch anymore.
I don't watch either, but there's always clips on Twitter, and he's always like, "I've decided to make a match."
Yeah, but I know. But like, you can give that to anybody. Give that to
course.
Road Dogg.
Right.
Why don't you have a big name running the show? You don't have to be there every week, like every other week, every third week.
Did you real quick because you mentioned Sean?
Yeah.
Last week they did, and I saw this online. They did Toxic Attraction broke up because there's only 2 of them now,
I saw this.
and they completely ripped off.
Yeah.
The barbershop thing with Sean and Janetti.
I guess Bailey-
And I guess it was Sean's idea, or someone came to Sean and was like, "What if we just do it with Toxic Attraction?" Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And then they botched the fuck out of it.
Oh, horrible.
Like she threw her head into the door didn't budge.
No.
So she got a concussion from that. And then JC Jane actually kicked Gigi in the head.
Because she thought the door would go through and it does it again. So imagine just getting kicked in the face against the wall.
Yeah, hey, dummy, kick the door
Yeah.
right next to her head. The camera angle will take care of the rest.
Who was the one that was Marty Jannetty?
Gigi.
Everyone was like, we thought that would be reverse.
Yeah, because Gigi's the better talent.
Right.
And way hotter.
Like she got Marty Jannetty. You know, I didn't realize when it happened. I mean, you didn't know that Shawn was the better talent because they really, neither one of them ever really had mic time. If
Right.
anything, Marty Jannetty was the Matt Hardy of the duo, like kind of the leader-ish.
Yeah.
But obviously Shawn,
Yeah.
once he did it and he became the Heartbreak Kid, it was amazing, obviously. But
Of course.
you know, you just never know about these things. But usually the person who turns heel is going to get the big push. Usually.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Like
why
we've been waiting for Montez Ford
That's
to
why
do
we
it.
want
Like
Montez.
we've been waiting for Xavier Woods to do it.
Exactly.
Like, somebody do it. I don't
Yeah.
understand what they're doing.
For the love of God.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Judgment Day versus the Street Profits. I feel like this is a match we've seen like
Sorry,
every other
did
week.
the New Day lose the tag titles at this last pay-per-view?
No idea.
Yes. No.
I have no idea.
Vengeance Day or whatever it was. something like
Vengeance
that?
Day. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe,
Sorry.
but unclear. Yeah. So,
Yeah. not having to watch it. You know, I already watched so many hours of wrestling.
of course. Look,
every week.
I didn't stop watching NXT. I didn't stop doing NXT recaps just to keep watching NXT.
Yeah.
There's a reason why.
No, of course. Yeah.
I mean, AEW is hard enough to get through, except for MJF.
Yeah, for sure.
MJF's still the best thing about wrestling. I mean, it's this and the Bloodline story, but there's nothing that compares. He's just so fucking good on the mic.
Right.
All right, back to this Judgment Day versus Street Profits bullshit. The match started with a "We Want Mommy" chant from the crowd.
Sure.
So they don't give a shit about this match.
Yeah, they lost.
They lost.
To these guys.
Oh, those are the guy. I don't know who they are. Yeah. So Balor beat Dawkins with a coup de grace.
Yep.
And they continue the beatdown after the match. So Edge and Beth Phoenix run out. And Beth was once again about to give Dominic the glam slam. But Rhea Ripley runs out and attacks Beth from behind and gives her the riptide. So that's how that one goes. You know, there's no way Rhea's going to be taking that pin at Elimination Chamber. Obviously,
No.
we'll talk predictions later, but
Yeah, no.
yeah, no. Next up, we have Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley's contract signing. Adam Pearce is already in the ring. He's the star.
Did they give the microphone to Lashley like as a joke backstage?
I
like as a joke?
I don't
like
understand.
this is going to be funny.
Right.
When he's a bad guy, it kind of is.
Yeah.
When he tries to be a good guy and do it,
Yeah. I
doesn't
mean, he
really
had
work.
MVP
Yeah.
to talk for him.
Why you do that?
And then Lashley would just have one line to deliver.
No.
So Brock comes out first, and he puts his cowboy hat on a little kid, but then he's like, fuck you, and takes the cowboy hat back.
When he leaves or right away? I don't
No,
remember.
right away. He's
Oh,
like,
right away.
"Ah, no, give me my hat back.
Yeah,
I
well,
was like, well, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, even when Brock's a babyface, he's a heel.
sure.
So
Brock Lesnar.
he calls out Lashley, and a bunch of security comes out, and they set up a table on the stage for Bobby. This is a very rare instance where the guy that's getting attacked from behind all the time is the heel.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But it's because people are always going to choose Brock over Bobby.
Right.
And like you said, Lashley struggles to get the words out of his mouth.
But he was
and
heelish here.
He was.
So he's a heel now.
He's a heel. That's
That's
what I'm
it.
saying. Like, Brock's attacking him from behind, but he's the heel.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't
right.
make sense.
Yeah.
So he says, I don't think I'm going to sign the contract. And Brock says, come sign this contract or I'm going to beat your ass. But I mean, isn't that what you're going to do if he signs the contract?
Right.
If he comes to the ring, you're going to beat him up.
Yeah.
You're going to fight.
Right.
So Brock brutally beats up some security for real.
Oof.
Again, that's their welcome to WWE. He fucked this one guy. He did the same thing that he did to the ref at the
Yes.
Royal Rumble. Pushed him on the barricade. He's like, I'm going to break your fucking back
But
over this barricade.
But the guy didn't go over. He hit the barricade and then just got
and then he
stuck
just
there.
bent him in half.
And then he was like this. Like just slithered
That
down the
guy's
barricade.
wrestling career's over. It's over. That's another NDA that's going to have to be signed. But for Brock, we're going to find out one day Brock has a bunch of NDAs just for
Brock-
fucking people
Brock-
up.
These are all probably like other wrestlers.
They
They
are.
know how to like do a fake slap and sell your little hit. Like calm
I mean,
down.
he's so good, though. That's why he's so good. Is because he's stiff as hell. It's because when Brock does, he does it for real.
I love when Braun kneed him in the head and then he legit punched him right in the face.
Slow down, fucker. They said something like that. He's like, slow the fuck down. Yeah.
And Braun like literally like fell like this, like.
Yeah, seriously. Like, Lesnar was in the UFC. What if he actually knocked Braun out for real there? And then he just covers him?
No, Braun like fell back and his eyes are a little crossed. He's like, fuck. And he knows, like, sorry, bro.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not mad anymore.
Right. No.
I know I'm big, but you're Brock Lesnar.
Braun's big, but he's not a professional fighter.
Right.
So
But he doesn't do it for real? Like Matt Riddle?
No.
Idiot.
He used to fight for real. And then 2 weeks later, get the fuck out. You're wait. Like 2 weeks later, you fucking idiot. And he's like, no, everything's cool. Everything's cool.
You used to fight for real. You're a battle wrestling show, you dumb fuck.
Yeah.
It's real on your show.
So Brock beats up security and then he charges at Lashley, but Lashley back body drops him and hits him with a spear. And then he signs a contract and slams it on Brock's chest. Yeah. So he finally gets one over on Brock.
Well, he threw him out of the Rumble.
That's true. Yeah.
So he's gotten 2 in a row. Got it, Brock.
Well, last week, yeah, Brock F5'd him, what, twice?
Yeah, that's true.
It's mostly been Brock.
No, for sure.
But yeah. We'll see how that plays out. Yeah. Next up, we have Piper Niven versus Mia Yim. Piper wins with the Loch Ness Slam. They called it that, not me. That's not me making... They called it the Loch Ness Slam. That's her finisher. So she's the Loch Ness Monster?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
You know why.
Maybe. Imagine calling a woman Bigfoot. Here comes the Sasquatch. That is so just.
I hope she
so
came up with the
insulting.
name and they were like, hey, just so you know, you're not Dewdrop anymore.
She's a pretty girl.
You're not
just big.
You're not Dewdrop anymore. Oh, good. But your finisher is the Loch Ness Slam.
What the fuck is Dewdrop anyway? Like, what was that even?
And
what
your
was the
ring
point of
gear
that?
is even going to look like ring gear the Loch Ness Monster would wear if he were a wrestler.
If he was a wrestler. Yep.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Piper versus Mia Yim. Yeah, we needed that.
For nothing.
Raw. I think Raw's too long.
You think? Fuck.
Next up, Kathy Kelly interviews Baron Corbin backstage. Kathy asks about JBL breaking up with him, and Corbin starts to speak, but then Kathy's like, oh, sorry, there's something more important going on in the ring. And it's Sami Zayn.
There's something happening.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let's go to ringside.
Wait, I think a fan is rushing the ring. He's in a hoodie. We don't know who it is, but let's cut to that.
Who's supposed to be in her ear? Let's give choices. A GM, like Pierce.
Right.
The director of the show.
Right.
Like they have a director, even kayfabe a director.
Sure.
Or whoever, right?
I think it's Vince McMahon on the phone.
But like
calling in.
She didn't know they didn't say, hey, hold. This is happening. She's like, I don't know. I just hear screaming.
Yeah.
Hold on, Baron. There's screaming.
It's Vince. It's Vince on the, they just, he's remote calling in. Like, all she hears is cunt. And then he's like, someone's in the ring. Cunt. You cunt.
And then Baron, just more humiliation.
Oh, yeah.
Just can't even finish the interview.
So, Sammy asked for Cody Rhodes to come out to the ring, and he does. This segment was awesome.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Cody asked Sammy, what do you want to talk about? He just won't let it go.
No, he won't.
He just won't stop it.
He loves it.
Come on, man. Yeah. It's not that cool.
No.
It's just like the Hogan thing. Like, it's not a thing.
Well, you didn't do that until you came out with Scott Hall.
Yeah. So Sammy asked Cody, last week you said it looks like it'll be you and me in the main event of WrestleMania. And I want to know if that was just lip service or do you really think I could beat Roman Reigns? And Cody said, when I said you could beat Roman Reigns, I meant it. When I said you could be my WrestleMania opponent, I believed it. At that point, the crowd chanted, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Just because they want that match.
Sure.
And then Cody asked, does it matter what I believe? What really matters is what do you believe? Does Sami Zayn believe he can defeat Roman Reigns? And Sami says, the truth is, I don't know. He mentions how no one's beaten him in 900 days, mostly because of the Bloodline's help. But Sami doubts himself, but the crowd chants, you can do it.
You can do it.
They're like, you can do it. Yes, you can. You can do it. And then Cody says, for the first time, there are cracks in the Bloodline because of you. And he says, when I won the Royal Rumble, Michael Cole said, finish the story. Well, Sammy, you need to finish your story at Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
And I don't want to see you next Monday because I'd rather see you at WrestleMania.
When he said there's one man I need to talk to, you thought it was Kevin Owens?
Yes,
For sure,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, oh God, oh God. oh God.
But I'm glad they didn't do it there.
Can't do it there.
He can't return here when you're 6 days from Montreal.
When his music hits.
Yeah.
They're both from there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When Owens' music hits in the middle of that match,
Yeah.
it's going to be a Chris Jericho like.
We're all going to be fucking marks, even though we're saying it right now. Sammy's not going to win. When Kevin Owens comes out, stuns Roman, and then Sammy's pinning, we're all going to go, I'll do it.
I'm right there.
Do it.
I'm right there.
Do it. And then kick out, and we're going to go, no. No. Oh, my hole.
Now it's
Please, no.
Now it's all jammed up in there. You have to go to a doctor. My balls are completely blue.
There's so much cum in your urethra. You can't get it out. I can't get it out.
It's going to be like Stone Cold stunning The Rock when Mick Foley won the title.
Right.
You're right. And when is it? This Saturday?
This Saturday.
Holy crap.
I don't know. What's Eric making?
Ooh.
Eliminatio Chamber? I'm down for that again.
Was that last year?
He did it. I think it was 2 years ago.
Do it!
Yeah.
Oh my God. Where he turns it over?
Yes. Yeah, it was great. I was like, nachos
Let me
for
think about
dinner?
it for a second.
I was like, nachos for dinner, but nachos for dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, everything was in it. It was everything you've ever wanted on a nachos.
Don't doubt the Slamilton.
Oh, yeah, never.
So next up, Kathy Kelly interviews Baron Corbin backstage.
Take two.
And Corbin shits on JBL, says he's tired of being disrespected, and he's also pissed that Sami Zayn interrupted him. He says Roman Reigns will destroy Sami Zayn. But you know who the last person to beat Roman Reigns was? It was me. And I guess pinned Roman Reigns.
He should have said pinned because he wasn't the last one to beat him, yeah. And he had help of two other guys.
Right.
Whatever.
So Corbin then shits on Cody Rhodes for winning the Royal Rumble, but then Cody's walking out of Gorilla.
I actually loved what happens here.
It was great.
Because here was his last thing was?
What?
He's like, I hate him. I hate his brother.
Yeah.
I hate his dog. Boom! And then he hits him as he's saying, I hate his dog.
Yeah.
So fucking
He's like, Cody's a joke. His brother's a joke. His dad's a joke. His dog.
Boom.
You know Brandy was next.
Yeah, for sure. You don't start with a man's wife unless they miss some fighting words.
Right. His baby's a joke. His baby's a piece of shit.
Cody's like, my baby can beat you now.
Yeah. So, Cody attacks Corbin. He yells, get a ref. He beats Corbin up all the way to the ring.
Corbin had no say in this.
Not at all.
As he's beating his ass.
Yes.
And after a blindside hit.
Yeah.
Grab a ref.
Yes.
Oh my God. I think this is happening right now.
Yeah.
Loved all of this.
Yep.
It was great.
So they fight outside the ring and on the announce table where Corbin accidentally falls off. He takes a step back. Whoops. Falls right off.
Almost splits his head open.
And then we get a Cody Cutter and a Crossroads for the win while in dress pants.
I loved all of this.
It was great.
An impromptu match.
Yeah. It was really
When did
good.
they ring the bell?
I don't remember.
Was it right before the Crossroads?
Maybe.
Was it the first time they
No,
ring the
because
ring?
Cody kept rolling in and out of the ring to reset the count.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I don't think most people, at least when Vince was in charge, we noticed that no one was doing that anymore. Because I think in Vince's head is like, the fans at home won't know what's going on. It's like, yeah, no, we get it.
No, there's rules.
They're
You have to
rolling.
follow
Because
all
I
of
remember
them.
when Sting came back and he had a couple matches, he was doing it. I was like, Sting's the only one that does that. And it's because, he's old school, right? He hasn't wrestled in forever and he doesn't know the rules.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good impromptu match. Next up, we have Asuka, Nikki Cross, and Carmella versus Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Natalya.
Again, Asuka, I guess, is a heel because of her character.
Yeah, but
They never.
but she's not.
She's not.
Everyone's cheering for her. She smiles when she comes out.
Right?
She looks awesome.
Yeah.
Backstage before the
Agreed.
match, Candice LeRae asks Nikki, "What's going on? You're following me everywhere at the airport. What?" And then Nikki's like, ha, 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 trying to touch Candice's face, and Candice is like, "Please don't."
Yeah.
And then Nikki just laughs.
Yeah.
Like, this is obviously going to be a feud that Candice is going to lose, but I don't care about it.
And is that when Carmella walks up?
Shouldn't Dexter be fucking Nikki? Oh, they had a Nikki and Carmella and
And Asuka.
Asuka had a like thing backstage before that.
And I love Carmella's like, y'all are so weird. She
Yeah.
walked away.
Right. As for the match, Asuka ended up snapping and attacking her own partners, and then made Liv tap for the win.
Yeah. Again, face. You're beating up bad guys.
Going in with the momentum.
Yeah.
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 Backstage, Chad Gable gets mad at Otis for eating a hot dog and then tosses it away, and it hits Mansois. He's got mustard all over his face.
Yeah.
And then
If
Max,
this was the Attitude Era,
yeah,
that would have been like a hamburger with mayonnaise
of course.
all over his face.
Absolutely. Even ruthless aggression was when Triple H got blown. Triple H and Candice Michelle got blown under a table.
Below me.
And that was when Shawn was like, "Oh, I got something in my eye. I gotta go fix that."
They were squeezing the condiments when they were finishing.
Yes.
So good.
Yes. It was great. So Maxine wants Otis to be the face of Maximum Male Models,
And this is going to happen.
and gives him her card. Yeah, I guess so.
It's got to. He'll put on like a tuxedo shirt or something. And
So what is this going to turn Chad Gable face? And he's going to be like fighting to get Otis back? This is going to be weird.
sounds horrible.
Yeah. Next up, we have Bronson Reed versus Mustafa Ali. Reed hits the tsunami for the win. Then we got Miz TV.
Yeah.
Where
Breathe.
the fuck is Dolph Ziggler?
It's true. Well, he was backstage.
That was previous
Oh, that's
weeks.
right. They showed it before, yeah.
Those were highlights.
Right.
Strange. Maybe he's hurt. I don't know.
No, he's on tour. He just, whenever his schedules can align, he'd be like, oh, yeah, I can go to...
You mean his open mic nights?
He tours now. Yeah, sure. His open mic nights.
He's terrible, though.
I haven't even
Stand-up
seen him.
Is terrible.
You sure?
I mean, I saw him a few years ago. He was on Jeff Ross's show, the Battles,
Oh, yeah.
and he was awful.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was so bad.
Oh, and they were like roast battle.
Roast battles.
Yeah.
So we got Miz TV. His guest is Seth freaking Rollins in the dumbest shoes you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Miz tells Seth, and Miz never brings up the fact that Logan Paul, like he first arrived, like, you know,
No, it never
like
gets
Miz
mentioned.
and Logan Paul,
Yeah.
that whole history.
It's like, it was recent. It wasn't
And like
too long ago.
Miz is back, like he's defending Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Like you had a feud, he whooped your ass.
Yeah.
Miz tells Seth Logan Paul called you a clown, and now you got the boots to match it. It's pretty good. And Seth, of course,
And
doesn't want
those
to.
were Mario boots
He said that. I don't know.
that they were like all over the internet recently. I didn't see.
I guess. I don't know. Seth doesn't want to talk about Logan Paul, but Miz keeps pressing, and finally Seth yells, "Shut up, Mike!" Breaking the kayfabe, I guess.
Yeah, we know now.
Seth points to the WrestleMania sign and says, "That's why I don't want to talk about him. All I've ever wanted to do was main event WrestleMania because I love this, but Logan Paul doesn't love this, and he needs to have his teeth kicked in." So Miz accuses Seth of being jealous, and Seth says, "You know, even you're not that stupid," and that leads to a Miz is stupid chant. And Miz freaks out and tells Seth, "Unlike you, I have main evented WrestleMania." And Seth took that personally, so he knocks Miz down and sets up for the curb stomp. But then Austin Theory pulls him out of the ring, and Seth knocks Austin Theory down, but Miz attacks Seth and goes for the skull-crushing finale. But Seth gets out of it, hits a super kick, and then a curb stomp with his giant boot.
Yeah. Probably nice and soft.
And then right after that, Theory gets in the ring and gives Seth the A-Town down.
Yeah, it was going back and forth. Yeah.
A-Town down.
A-Town.
He hits him with the A-Town down. It's one of the worst names for a finisher
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
ever.
Yeah.
Then we got Rick Boogs versus The Miz. Backstage before the match, Elias, it's funny. I think we talked about this last week that they should team up.
Yep.
Elias wished Boogs good luck and says, "If you impress me tonight, maybe we can collab together." And Boogs gets all excited and he slaps Elias on his back, which seems to annoy Elias.
Elias has been hinting a heel turn. And
Right.
Boogs is a little more popular than Elias right now.
It's true.
If you had to rank like guys in their
Yeah.
rankings, Boogs is a couple rungs up.
It's true.
Elias has borderline jobber status
Oh,
right now.
absolutely.
Borderline jobber.
Once the hottest thing in WWE.
Jeez. The
Unbelievable.
whole place.
Unbelievable what a Vince McMahon can do to you.
Oh, yeah.
Shave it. Shave it off. Shave it all off.
Sandow somewhere is still crying about it.
Yeah,
Damian
exactly.
Sandow. God, he was Rusev. Jesus.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Miz is still asleep in the ring when they go to the split screen commercial. I did like that. That was original.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you just see him starting to wake up during the commercial break. And by the time Boogs came out, Miz demanded that the match be canceled, but of course it wasn't. And Boogs wins with the world's strongest slam.
Right.
You know? Okay.
I don't know if Mark Henry ever lifted the guy over his head, though. I think Mark Henry just had you here and just fell down. I mean, not that he couldn't. He's just super strong. But that's it.
I think, well, he
can't do that to
He would
everybody.
at least do this. He would at least
Kinda
pick
lift
you
him up
up
a little,
and then
yeah.
drop you. But, you know, it's very similar.
Right.
Backstage, Chelsea Green bitches to Adam Pearce.
Karen.
And this wasn't funny the first week. Like she did on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then on Raw.
This is an every episode thing now. And it's horrible.
Nothing happened this week.
No.
Like she traveled there just to be like, hey.
What'd I say?
Yeah. And he's like, oh, fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just leading to Adam Pearce quitting because he hates her so much.
She's like, add me to that triple threat match later. He's like, no.
No.
Not going to happen.
You suck.
Leave.
You're the worst.
You're the worst.
Go back to that fucking Tony Khan looking guy in NXT.
The funny
Robert
part
Stone.
is, like, she can be good, right? Chelsea
guess.
Green?
Yeah.
I mean, she's hot.
She had
and,
she had that crazy character in TNA
yeah.
where she was like the bride, the runaway, or I guess the groom ran away from her, and she had like the fucked up lipstick.
Yeah.
Seemed like that could have worked.
Do that.
Instead of just being like, you know, doing the Karen bullshit. But
Yeah.
finally, we have the main event: Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch versus Bayley. The match started during the commercial break.
It was weird, right?
Yeah. Io and Dakota
And then they ended too early.
Yes.
They were killing time.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, what are you doing?
Right.
Horrible.
So Ian Dakota got involved. So Liv, Raquel, Natalia, and Asuka run out. And I'm guessing like Raquel and Dakota didn't know what the hell they were doing.
No.
Because Raquel runs out, and then Dakota starts to throw a punch, but then stops. And then to react, Raquel then starts to throw a punch and stops. So they both fake each other out, and then like almost touch. But then I think it was like, well, no, you're not supposed to touch her because she's injured, right? So then Dakota just ends up like slowly running away from her. The whole thing was awkward and terrible.
Yeah. Who's fighting who and why? And who are you helping in this? I guess you don't.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
Like just because you're all in the chamber, we gotta get you all out there.
Yeah.
And then again, I don't know what Kevin Patrick has against Bayley, but just take a listen.
Chaos ensues outside the ring. Back in. It's Bayley though on the deck.
Bayley on the dick. What does this guy have against Bayley?
Hey, I mean,
I didn't see a dick in the ring. Did
no.
you?
Well, no.
I mean, a few months ago, he said 2 turds of damage control, referring to
Yeah.
Io and Dakota.
Right.
I thought that was very offensive.
Very offensive.
And now Bayley on the dick. I looked it up. He's still employed.
Yeah.
They didn't fire him or anything.
So I don't know if you wrote down.
How is he still the commentator? How is he the
Horrible.
play-by-play? Bayley on the dick.
Horrible.
Everything he says is wrong. It's like he pronounces words wrong. How are you the fucking English commentator?
Yeah. Just
Like
the
Wade
worst.
Barrett he's color.
Yep. So I don't see it in your notes, but like Becky's down.
Yeah.
And Belair's kind of hurt. And Bayley puts Belair face down on top of Becky.
Yeah.
Then goes to climb the ropes. Ref,
Yeah.
someone's being covered right next to you. And he's like, no, don't go on the no. It's a triple threat.
Yeah.
She can run up the ramp. You don't
yeah.
go chasing her.
Right.
There's a cover
Yeah.
to happen. I
could-
thought that was so dumb.
She could pull out a gun.
She was on top of her for like a good 10 count.
Yeah.
While she was trying to climb the ropes.
That's fucking stupid.
It was so. Do you see that? Remember? You remember
Yes,
that?
yes.
It was like, what are they doing?
Yeah. So in the end, Becky gave Bayley the manhandle slam, but then Belair gave Becky the KOD onto Bayley, and then Becky had to roll off Bayley, but again, it didn't. So then Belair pins Bayley for the win.
Yeah.
So neither get in.
Right.
So Becky and Bayley have Saturday night off.
Sure.
It was interesting when they said this because I was like, oh, I guess if Becky gets in, then I guess they're just running it back with Becky and Belair.
No, not as two faces. You can't.
Right, but I'm just like when I thought that she might be in the match, I was like, oh, I guess that's where they're going.
Or have Bayley. I mean, they just had a steel cage match. I was like, you could set up a Becky Bayley again, but you know, it's obviously got to be in a tag team.
Right. Yeah. All right, so that's the end of Raw. So now it's time for awards. Who'd you have for worst dressed?
I just picked Dominic.
Dominic. Bronson Reed. He looks so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like a giant baby.
Some guys shouldn't be in that kind of garb.
Yeah. Best dressed?
I'm gonna give it to Chelsea Green.
Okay.
She looked pretty hot.
I had Bianca Belair when she came out, when she interrupted Bailey and Becky and she was in like short shorts.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, those are some thunder thighs she has there. Worst acting?
Bobby.
Bobby's always a favorite. I went with Natalia because they gave her a mic.
Yeah, it's true.
And
That
then
should be
I
an
could have
automatic.
even said Shayna right after that.
Oh, it's true too.
So bad.
Yeah.
Best acting?
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
It's pulling on my
Sweet
heartstrings.
bits. Yes. Worst comment?
I just put the last person to beat Roman was me. It's like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, I'll go with on the dick. Yeah. I mean, come on. Jesus.
Yeah.
He finally stopped saying triple threat. He was like
threat.
triple. He finally said triple threat. He said it correctly.
Yeah.
Best comment?
I acknowledge.
Yeah. There's so many. Like you could say like Cody talking to Sami.
Oh, God.
But I acknowledge you to Jay. It was great.
Yep.
It's gonna be even more heartbreaking when he fucking super kicks him on Saturday.
Yeah.
Worst match?
I have these mixed up on my notes, but Lacey Carmen was my worst match.
Same here.
Yep.
Super slow mo.
Michin Piper.
Correct.
Yep.
Best match?
I'm gonna go with Cody Corbin because I thought it was a very funny impromptu match and it was quick and you know what I mean. And yeah.
So did I.
Yeah.
Sweeping the matches.
Because
Worst
the
move?
triple threat was good, but like all of those girls have performed better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like a buy-in.
If I didn't give it to that, I would have given it to the Usos and the just because of their
the
story
ending and everything. Yeah, sure.
Worst move?
Well, the Braun throwing himself over the table was bad.
God.
I have just when Lesnar was running up on Bobby, I'm pretty sure he was supposed to spear him, but he didn't time it right because he went under him, and that's when Lesnar awkwardly fell over him.
Right.
I don't think it was an up and under or what do you call back body drop.
Yeah, it
that they
looked
played.
dangerous, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I think he fucked it up.
I'm going with the Raquel and Dakota not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
Running out.
Sure.
Best move?
I'm just gonna go with the J splash
Same here.
because it was just the timing was right. You didn't know it was there. It was really
and like Ricochet hit the shooting star press, bam, and then flipped forward to land on his back to perfectly time it. It was
Ricochet
great.
might be the best worker in the company right now.
He
He
great.
does a lot of great things. He just
Yeah.
never wins.
Correct. And unfortunately, Braun didn't murder him.
Right.
That's what I wanted to see.
Oh,
but
right.
No. The friendly monster.
Still friendly.
Yeah.
He was hurt.
Yeah. Worst moment or segment?
I don't know. Maximum male models
God.
trying to recruit Otis. Where are they going with this? Dominic Mysterio.
bad.
Anything he did. Or Madcap winning. Although someone's got to get destroyed by Gunther.
Yeah, exactly. Charlotte Flair getting interviewed. I hate her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then best moment or segment?
Man, Sammy and Paul or Sammy and Cody? I'm going to go Sammy and Paul. Because the way he talked to him and then when he held him in tight, like, I knew it was you, Fredo.
Yeah.
I knew it was you. Like, it was, I think
True.
that's like kind of what they went with. Because like you said, this is a big mafia movie. You know what I mean?
Right. At least we're getting a lot of that on TV. Like we had the whole, Jimmy and Paul, Sammy and Paul, Jimmy and Jay, Sammy and Jay, Sammy and Cody. At least they're putting a lot of that on TV.
Thank God.
It helps with all these, 5 fucking hours. But
Yeah.
I mean, the Sammy and Cody segment was my favorite segment. But I mean, best moment would be, again, the same as best comment. I acknowledge you, so I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Sammy and
or
Jay.
even Jay showing up was a great moment.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, that's all for awards. So now it's time for some breaking news.
Will you tell me what happened? MJF mentioned Liv on Dynamite?
No. He said he cut this amazing promo about adversity, and you really need to see it. I mean, honestly, don't watch AEW, but watch MJF
Just
shit
fast
every
forward.
week.
Well, his backstage thing about, a girl was blowing him and he got into an accident.
Yeah, and then he switched seats with her.
Yeah.
So that she would take the fall.
I guess-
he said there was this beautiful girl. For legal reasons, let's just call her Liv. That's all he did. And the fans went, "Did you mean Liv Morgan?"
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like, Liv Morgan blew him, and then he crashed, and they switched seats.
Yeah. That's right. He did say, let's call her Liv. That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
The whole thing was great, and the whole thing was like, I faced adversity and I beat it. Like that was his way of. Oh, it was so good.
Apparently he had a real life car accident
Oh, really?
and he was referring to
So
that.
see, that makes it even better.
Brian Alvarez is pretty legit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was with his buddies and he smashed into a tree and it was serious. And then, MJF likes to use his real life stories in his promos. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
See, he's great. I mean, it was so believable when he said it. I was almost like, did he really fucking do this?
Yeah.
So good. But all right, breaking news. So The Undertaker was in DraftKings Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah.
With Kevin Hart and Tony Hawk. He was in it for like 3 seconds, but didn't have The Undertaker, didn't have that happen at the Super Bowl. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool moment for him.
Nice.
He's probably like, I'm never putting this shit on again. And then, hey, want to do a Super Bowl commercial? I wonder what he got paid.
It's a Super Bowl commercial, so probably ups it a little bit.
Yeah.
100 grand?
And just like WWE, I don't know how that works.
Because he
has a Legends, he has a lifetime Legends deal.
Right.
So is this just part of the Legends deal?
I bet WWE gets 20% of anything he does in the Undertaker costume.
Probably,
That's a pretty standard management fee.
Makes sense.
Of course, his manager gets 20%. I wonder if he made any money.
Yeah. Also, wrestling promoter and Jeff Jarrett's father, Jerry Jarrett, passed away today at 80 years old. Jarrett was recently on Vice's show, Tales of the Territories, the one The Rock produced.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But that's all I have. Not a lot of news. Do you have news? Or is
Apparently, WWE 2K released their roster.
Yeah.
And you could be Doink. Have they done Doink in a while?
They have.
They have?
Yeah.
What about 6? When
Yeah,
X-Pac was in NWO?
They've
Like,
had,
literally-
yeah, because they have the NWO packs and the DX. You could be 6 and X-Pac. And
Yeah. And then
there was some report that Johnny Gargano...
Stacy Keibler's in this one.
Nice. There were reports that Johnny Gargano wasn't going to be in the game, and then he posted that he spoke to 2K, and they said that he's going to be in.
Oh, because he wasn't around probably when they made the game. That's when he was released, maybe? When the game was coming
He's
out.
been around since August when he came back, but
Yeah, but you know.
no,
how
but
long
there's
it takes them to-
screenshots of him everywhere, and people were like, they were saying that he got cut from the game.
Oh.
Like apparently Sasha got cut from the game, obviously.
Oh,
few
right. Like last minute.
Yeah, a few other people. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of NXT stars. Scott Hall. The prototype. That John Cena?
John Cena.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that's because this is the John Cena game. They're doing the showcase.
Oh, yeah.
So you're
And
gonna do
the
all
Bunny
the
Boys. No, sorry.
Bunny Boys.
Sorry, Bad Bunny.
Right.
My
You got to
mistake.
pre-order to get Bad Bunny. So it's interesting because last year, one of our fans bought us the last 2K.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and we did a Patreon episode.
That's right. We did a Rumble.
We did a few matches.
We did a few,
But yeah,
yeah.
we did a Rumble. We did a Hell in a Cell ladder match. This is the first one that has War Games.
Oh,
This one has War Games.
really?
Yeah. So
Interesting.
we might have to, have a fan buy the game for us again.
Just for that.
Our fan Dylan's already reached out, so I think he might have been the one that bought it last year too.
No kidding.
Yeah. If I got that wrong, I apologize. But yeah, we might be getting 2K, and then we'll do another Patreon episode. It'd be interesting to see what a War Games match is like. And
I know. 'Cause you can't pin until the last guy's in.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Just beating the fuck out of this. Because that's what we're always like, when you have the advantage, it's never an advantage.
No.
Because the person coming in is always coming in to like make a save.
Yeah.
So you've got one-on-one, someone's winning, right?
Yep.
And then another person comes in, it should be like, okay, we destroy that person.
Right.
So then it's coming in to even the odds.
Yeah. But to have 2 rings, that's gonna be like it's gonna be so far away on the screen. I feel
True.
It's gonna be. I have to see how that works. Like, yeah. Like if you start the match, like me and Eric are just waiting for like 15 minutes. Like, when the fuck are we gonna get in?
Right.
We'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
All right, let's do rumors.
Rumors!
Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe!
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet!
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance!
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed!
I already covered the Usos maybe being cleared.
Yeah.
But Meltzer also says he's been told so many times that Brock Lesnar will not be facing Gunther at WrestleMania.
Why not? That'd be a fucking hell of a match.
Stone Cold accept the offer after all? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there he is. There's like he puts the hat on him, and he's like, "No, it's mine."
Yeah, the
fucker."
way he does it too. Yeah, it's like Give me my hot pot. He didn't take it from you, Brock.
No, yeah.
To be so mean.
So yeah, who does Brock fight at Mania? I hope it's not Lashley again.
Does he
My
definitely
God.
fight someone?
Yeah,
Right?
Brock always does Mania. He's been around. Brock's like been around. Have you noticed? He's like been on the show every week.
Yeah, that's true.
He's been there every week all of a sudden.
Who would he fight? It's got to be a big name. It's the only thing they would ever do is like a big name. It's the only thing.
Of course.
They'd have to use him for something
Yeah.
like they push Omos a little bit.
Wait, we have a button for that. Sorry. There's no fucking
I mean,
way.
Braun and Brock fought. I'm trying to think of like big people. What about like small guys that he'll just destroy, but like a dream match, like when he fought Dean or Bryan,
Yeah,
like Johnny Gargano.
There's no way Johnny gets that spot. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough.
This was a few days
Who
ago.
else is there?
Sami Zayn was talking about, and I'm going to say this in rumors. Are we in rumors? No, we're not.
Yeah,
You know
we're in
what?
rumors.
Oh, we are. Okay. On the idea of his old song coming back. If I were to go into, if it were going to come back, I feel like that would be the time and place to do it. Oh, like at Elimination Chamber?
I don't know if
in
he's
Montreal?
talking about. I don't know if he's talking about the WWE one or like maybe his indie music. Because the WWE one, again, that was a CFO song. There was a reason why his music got changed. So yeah, I don't see that happening.
He's almost got to come out to his. He's got to, right?
Well, it's, his music
'Cause
always.
before the
his
Bloodline-
music always starts. It's and then
Yeah.
right.
Hopefully they let him do it. That doesn't sound like some, CFO original, his music. You know what I mean? It's very generic.
I think it is though, and that's why it got changed.
Of course it is.
It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have for rumors.
Okay.
Not a lot. I mean, certainly a lot of rumors in our predictions that we'll get to later.
Yeah, true, for sure.
But for now, we got trivia.
Trivia. All right, let's see if you'll get this one. I think it could be easy, but you never know. There is a reason I do trivia because I don't remember anything. Who is the only WWE superstar to have won and lost the WWE title inside of an Elimination Chamber match? This person, it's a guy. This person has won it and lost it.
The Undertaker.
No.
Chris Jericho.
No, slow down. I don't think Jericho's ever lost it. He definitely won
He
it.
won it. He beat Taker.
Yeah,
And I
right.
thought maybe Taker won it at another chamber.
If you think hard enough, you'll get it. I mean, it's like I
Orton?
said, Orton won. No, Orton retained it at Chamber. I was doing some.
I mean, it's got to
Chamber
be
research.
big name. Oh, Triple H.
No. Oh, and this might
Lost
just,
it and retained it?
Yeah, on different pay-per-views, but at Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, I think. Well, how many times has Elimination Chamber been
Wait,
outside the
lost
pay-per-view?
and retained.
No, lost and won.
Lost and won.
This person won it in a chamber. This person lost it in a chamber. Went in as
Okay.
champion and lost it.
Got it. Because he lost to Michaels, but then he retained against the Goldberg one. That's right. Won and lost it.
When this person lost it, he was first pinned.
Oh, John Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
He won it when Sheamus was champ, I think. One of the times Sheamus was champ. You know, that amazing wrestler, Sheamus. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down.
What the fuck?
Like we mentioned last week, our 2
Is
million.
he a good wrestler? Is he good in the ring?
He's all right.
Is he good on the mic? Does he look cool?
No.
No! He looks like an
You look
idiot!
stupid.
He looks like an idiot!
Like, what has every wrestler has always had? Tan and lubed up.
Yeah.
He's neither ever. Yeah, when our 2 million view video on TikTok.
My God, they're still
and
coming.
like they're still
Fuck you.
commenting.
Fuck you,
Because I was
Sheamus.
like, Sheamus, and like everybody just, it's the one thing they care about.
I think it's just the average fan just likes what WWE says to like.
I guess.
You know.
But yeah,
They probably love everyone.
like we're literally still getting comments about it. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like literally.
I mean, we were at Rumble. They fucking popped for Sheamus.
I know. Well, again, when we first learned of this nonsense at Buffalo Wild Wings
Yeah.
during the Rumble. That he
Rumble
won.
that Jericho should have won.
We were like, fuck.
That's two Rumbles that Jericho should have won. He should have won that one, and he should have won the 2017 Rumble in San Antonio.
He's always in them. and he's in there forever.
Right.
So yeah.
All right, let's do fan questions. Let me pull this up. The Dashing Dan. 3 guys who usually get a lot of criticism from the What's Wrong with Wrestling panel are Sheamus, Bobby Lashley, and The Miz. Pushfire bury them based on how much they deserve their inevitable future inductions into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Miz,
Miz, Lashley, and Sheamus.
Lashley. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, that Miz and Sheamus.
I mean, I hate all of them right now.
Who's the most deserving? We'll kill Lashley. We'll fire Lashley on that.
So Miz, push Miz.
I think Miz.
Yeah. I mean, I like Lashley.
headlined a main
I
event.
like Lashley more than Sheamus right now, but Lashley was gone for a long time.
Right.
So Sheamus has the longevity
Yeah.
in this fake Hall of Fame that we're talking about.
Of course.
Bobby the Mark Soydam, what do you guys think about Drew versus Gunther for the IC title at Mania? I'm down for that.
Sure.
I mean, I know the IC titles, you are going down, but it is the IC title.
Yeah, and again, didn't Gunther eliminate him and Sheamus at the same time?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's got to be it. If it's not Brock and Gunther, it's got to be Drew and Gunther. So now you just need a match for Brock.
And Drew takes it. Drew takes the IC title. Sure.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, give guy title.
Yeah,
Sure.
Just get a new title by then.
I just want guys again. I want guys like Johnny Gargano to win the fucking IC title
Yeah,
because like up and comers.
I don't know if it's gonna happen for him.
No.
I mean, that's his ceiling, Johnny, on the main roster. At best, he's an IC champ. He'll never be the main champ.
I know.
Never.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about Ciampa? What's his ceiling?
I could see Ciampa. I mean, he's short, but like he looks like a legit guy. Like he
looks
can
like a
kick
badass.
your ass.
Yeah. Have to be as a heel.
He looks like fucking Kratos, and he's even
just so
cosplay.
little compared to everybody in the ring.
It's true. I mean, if they do 2 belts again, I could see Ciampa winning one
Fair.
of them.
Yeah.
Chef Lemon, if Sammy was to win the big one at Mania, would he fall victim to a Daniel Bryan or Kofi Mania title run? Probably.
I would almost guarantee that.
Yeah.
He would have the title for under 90 days.
Like Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Same deal.
Sure.
Zach Wilson is garbage. No more weekly football questions that piss off Eric. Oh, the 1 week.
He's not even here.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Let's go to baseball.
Did you think you thought the holding call was bad? I saw you comment in our group chat.
Yeah, I thought that was too weak of a call to decide.
He held the
Super
shirt
Bowl.
and he said
no,
he
he
did.
did. He definitely did. But they weren't calling shit the whole game.
They really were.
And look, I was rooting for the Chiefs. My best friend's a Chiefs fan, so I was happy they won. But that game was so good,
Right.
to be decided on a holding call at the end, and then
But
you
he
just
held
kick a
them.
field goal.
But where the ball landed, I think he might have had a good shot at catching it if he didn't get held.
But it's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They don't call. They don't call. They don't do. I'm sure Goodell was upset about that.
You think so?
Like they were like, ruined the great game.
Guy had money on the Chiefs. What do you want?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And
Yeah, I
then
ended up
Jalen
winning.
Hurts. Why did they think he could throw a 75-yard pass?
And he can't? Like
No.
70. The ball would have had to travel like 65 yards.
75?
Well, he threw it from the 30,
30.
right? So I'm saying
you
if
got to
it-
get in the end zone too.
but if it
75
lands on-
yards.
But it didn't even get close to the
No,
5.
he got to the 30.
So I'm saying we used to throw the ball 60 yards. We used to challenge each other.
Yeah.
So like, what? I thought he was one of these big
I don't know
gun
about
arm guys.
60, but yeah, 50.
You and I, yeah, 50,
50,
55, something
yeah.
like that. How does he not? I mean, I guess we're big dudes, but yeah, I didn't. It went.
That
like,
was weird.
It went like 40
I don't
yards.
know why they thought that was possible.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be another lateral situation.
Of course, it should have been a lateral thing.
Which is why I got so mad that the Chiefs played for the field goal in a way. Joey's like,
Right.
Dad, this is what everybody would do. I was like, yeah, but when McKinnon stopped short of the goal line, I'm like, get in the end zone. Take the guaranteed points.
I know.
You're in the Super Bowl. Worst case, they tie.
Yeah.
Like, I was shocked when he did that.
And
It wasn't
Butker has missed some kicks this year.
and he missed earlier in the game.
Yeah.
And then he kept kneeling back further. Like, he was taking like 5-yard losses for the kneels
Right.
to kill clock. I'm like, this is a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah.
It worked out for Chiefs fans, but
Sure did. Thankfully, Hurts just randomly dropped the football in the middle of the game.
yeah, they are my backup team just because of fantasy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just love Mahomes. I mean, again, I'm a Jets fan through and through, but I just love Mahomes and Kelsey.
Well, again, I've been talking to my friend who is a Chiefs fan about a loan out for 1 year. And the Jets have to give the Chiefs their 2023 draft picks.
Right.
All 7 picks. And they get Mahomes for a year. Do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We get him
Not a
for
bad
one
deal for-
season, a loan out. And then Steven's like, well, what if he comes back injured? And I was like, well, then you get more compensation, maybe like another first-round draft pick. We're really trying to work this out because Steven's, he's got 2 Super Bowls now. You're a Chiefs fan, all right? I'm like, well, I was like, how does it feel to like have Super Bowl wins be a normal thing now?
Right.
I was like, because you're going to get a few more.
Yeah.
And I was like, just give me the loan. And he's like, yeah, we could work something out. So we're gonna present it to the NFL.
We'll get Mahomes
Yeah.
when he's 60.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're about to
Just
get
like
Rodgers.
Rodgers, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
When does he come out of his hole? Tomorrow?
No. Did he just go in?
He went in Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tonight he gets out, I think.
Yeah, but right. Yeah, I don't know.
His voluntarily went into a solitary confinement.
Well, no. When he
with
comes
no
out,
lights.
when he comes out, that's when spring begins, right?
If he sees a shadow. Well, Derek Carr was released. So we have options. We'll see what happens.
Back to Zach Wilson, his garbage's question that we never got to.
Well, great name. Yeah.
He says he's also a Mets fan. Prediction for this season.
I mean,
you never know, especially with baseball.
the team looks great
So
again.
random.
We were like the
they
best team in the
basically have the
majors
same
for
team.
half the season.
They basically have the same
But with a
team.
healthy DeGrom and what's his name?
Well, not DeGrom.
I'm saying, but like he's a healthy version.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? I mean, he did get hurt, 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
And he was out for the whole year, but he was the Cy Young winner this year. And we got him.
The bats just can't get cold in September like they do every fucking year.
And in one particular game or two, we really won, where they just couldn't get a hit.
I mean, the last month was
0.
brutal. The last month they just sucked.
Yeah.
They were like the best team all year.
Right.
Couldn't hit.
We didn't get the one big free agent bat that I thought we would get.
Yeah.
We just had one bat. Well, we tried to get Correa.
Well, they still have the highest payroll by hundreds of millions of dollars. So hopefully that acutes to wins.
Can we buy a championship? I don't know. Ask Steinbrenner. How'd that work out for him?
Yeah. Well, a couple. I don't
Got
know.
1 or 2.
I'll take that.
When he bought A-Rod, they ended up getting
Yeah,
one.
right.
With him, I think.
Josh DeStefano, let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Y'all hate 2 wrestlers that I think have a ton of potential. LA Knight and Austin Theory. They're good wrestlers and look like $1 million. If you were given creative control today, what would you do with these 2 guys? Yeah.
I would say it's kind of like Robert Roode. I mean, Bobby Roode was great at NXT, and now like we didn't draft him, we didn't want him, like we don't want anything to do with him because of what creative has done.
Yeah.
LA Knight, I think, has a lot of potential. We've joked that he's kind of like us doing the Rock impression.
He's
if we
a
were
white
wrestler.
Rock.
But he has potential.
He
So
does.
does Austin Theory.
I mean, yeah.
Just stop making Austin Theory a fucking douchebag. Make him cool. You know
Right.
how to make wrestlers cool. You've done it for 20, 30,
They had
40
him
years.
show up in a Lambo last week, and I was like, well, he's a loser. Why would he have a Lambo?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I like LA Knight more than Theory. Theory's just so boring.
Right.
You got to let him have some creative freedom on the mic and see if he could sink or swim.
Right.
Sink or swim.
That's it.
Can you cut a promo?
That's it. Because
the same
he
scripted
can't read
promo.
the lines very well, so you might as well let him do it on his own.
Yeah, I'm the youngest United States champion every fucking week.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bobby Roode is not even. I mean, comparing these guys with Bobby Roode, it's night and day.
No.
Bobby Roode is just fucking amazing.
Yeah.
M. Pompeius, have you noticed Bianca Belair's gains? Me gusta. I mean, I sure did.
Sure,
she was my best dressed.
Sure.
Vinny the Gooch, bring back Fat Walter. I agree. He looked much more intimidating when he was fat.
You're bigger. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Those- those chops were harder too.
I guess I'm indifferent because he looks like someone Vince will push now.
Yeah.
So and we like him so much.
Right.
But when he was big, holy crap.
Yeah.
He was intimidating.
Pickle Pete, push Fireberry for Joe. No more fan questions.
Eric's been
Well,
the
we know
hater
that
lately.
one. That's
Eric's
true.
been the hater
That's
lately.
because Eric has a time limit. Fan questions only about ducks.
Oh, God. Something about feet. What is it?
A foot job from Danny DeVito.
Well, fucking fire that. What?
Well, a foot job's a foot job. No, I'm just kidding. What the fuck is that?
Okay, that.
Disgusting.
I would, I'm going to push only questions about ducks because it'd probably only be 3 or 4. No,
What if
I
it's
would push
30
fan
questions about ducks?
Barry ducks. I think it was a joke question anyway. It's funny.
You think? A foot job from Danny DeVito? Jesus. What the fuck is wrong with you? Pickle Pete?
Yeah.
Dylan, guys, when are we going to expand the merch? What's Wrong with Wrestling? Blankets, shot glasses, towels, expand the brand. When you guys make it big time, you could have a frozen pizza brand called Pizza with Eric's face on the front.
All these
That'd be
things.
pretty funny. No, so look, I reached out
Hats are coming?
about the hats.
Yeah.
Guy's out of town for like a week, so I'm waiting to hear back.
Oh, our stylist. You mean
The guy that runs Pro Wrestling Tees.
Oh, he's out of town. It's one guy?
Yeah.
Wait, it's not Colt Cabana?
It's not Colt Cabana.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I would say just the logo, right? Is that what you're gonna start with?
Yeah.
Just the logo words by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Love
then
that.
we'll do Who Are
Make
You?
it a stretchy hat.
And then we'll do Bust a Nut.
Yeah. Or that. I like the Velcro or the stretchy.
Right.
Not the old school that's getting popular again with the freaking snaps. And
No.
not the leather like golf hat that like.
Well, I don't know what hat options they have. I think they only have one hat option at Pro
is
Wrestling
it?
Tees.
All
But
right.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I could be wrong. Nick, the seat filler. Not really a question, but you guys are right about the Alamo Dome is a horrible venue. Old, outdated, never going back again. Also push Cowboy Eric. Nice shirt you had on. He likes Cowboy Eric.
Did we see him,
I don't know.
Nick?
Maybe.
Okay.
CM Punk's crack dealer. Way too early Rumble winners. 2024 Rumble winners.
Oh, Sammy?
Yeah, no.
Because he's not gonna get his push. Why? Why can't it be Sammy?
This
next
is when
year?
you push them. You don't wait a year.
They always wait a year.
Well, sure.
Roman a year late. Batista a year late. Who else? I mean,
Braun Breaker.
that's not bad. That's actually not bad.
Women, Sasha Banks when she comes back.
Yeah, sure.
PCJ, what's the bigger bottom left moment? Seeing Michael Keaton say, "Yeah, I'm Batman."
Yeah, I saw your hogwash.
Or Belair looking like she's headed to the main stage. So fellas, get your dollars out because these gals ain't dancing for free. Belair looked great, but Michael Keaton is fucking Batman for the first time in Ford.
definitely
Like that was insane.
Bottom left.
That was insane.
Yeah.
And the de-aging looked good. You know, he looked just like himself from...
And I guess DC is going into the multiverse.
Yeah.
They're like, it works so well for Marvel. We're going to do it.
I mean, Michael Keaton, my God.
Yeah, sure.
We're going to fucking see the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Stone Cold Savage, what's the perfect pizza for each of you guys?
I think we created it recently with the sliced meatball and the regattes.
It's very good, yeah.
Yeah.
There's that other pizza place, that Tony's, that has like the chicken parm pizza. That's my favorite.
Oh, that's
but
so
just from
fucking
that
good.
place.
Yeah. You know what Dominic in April did? Because I picked up Brooklyn because Dominic didn't want to cook for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And they got half like, it was like spinach, tomato, Alfredo. That was great.
Yes.
And then the other half was barbecue chicken. And that was great.
Okay.
'Cause I would never get that from a real pizza place.
Right.
But when you go to New York and you go through those long windows and you're like, this is stuff I would never, ever try. And I'm going to try all of them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's fun to do that.
Of course.
Yeah.
The old Kanye, y'all ever wonder who would have been Roman's Mania match if Cody didn't return to WWE or if Sammy hadn't gotten super over? My guess would have been a rematch with Brock, Seth, or Edge.
Yeah. Maybe Edge.
Probably.
One-on-one.
I think if Cody's not there, I don't think Sammy would have gotten it because he's not a big name that everyone knows who's not a wrestling fan, right? I mean, not that Cody Rhodes either is, but
Kofi
still.
Kingston was Daniel Bryan. Those
Yeah,
are
but they
big
didn't
pops.
main event. That wasn't the main event,
Oh,
you know?
right.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Seth. Or you could save KO for Mania and not do the Rumble. But again,
Maybe that.
I don't know if he's
Come on.
that guy either. In
He
their
is
head.
if you make him that guy. Don't you make all the stars, Vince?
No, it's probably Brock again.
Wasn't Hogan the wrong guy at the right time
The gay guy.
at the gate?
The right gay guy, he said.
I blew you, Vince, and I was the right gay guy to do that. I put everything into that
At the
blowjob
wrong time.
Yeah, it'd probably be Roman and Brock 4.
Yeah. What? I mean,
And this is the last time, we promise.
yeah. Once in a lifetime.
Unless we
again.
fail to make another star.
Again.
St. Lopez, with the way the story seems to be progressing, if they don't make this a triple threat, the crowd's going to turn on Cody. Do you
No.
think now that both belts might be up separately in this match? Yeah, we talked about it earlier. I say no.
They can save Cody by having it separate or just let Sammy and Kevin win the tag titles.
They're giving Sammy his shot now to make the fans be like, well, all right, He had his shot.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Right.
And the reunion with KO will be good, and then still taking the titles off the Usos will still be pretty good.
Right.
Alan Kimmett, if Braun Strowman could stop running into things like steel stairs, timekeepers, barricades, announce tables,
Hard
and
to stop that train once it's...
of course, ring posts. How successful could his WWE career be?
Yeah.
He'd probably never lose.
Never.
Drew P. Huevos.
Oh, very nice.
Drew P. Huevos. Just here to shamelessly plug the What's Wrong with Wrestling Patreon and the ongoing love story of Has Josh Gotten Laid Yet? I have been listening since 2015, and this is just as riveting as Josh leaving the NXT podcast. Glad you're enjoying it. Says, since I'm here, what does Drunk Flair, Ric Flair, think about Valentine's Day?
It is the one time of a year where you get to put it in anyone. Woo! Anyone. Anyone? Anyone. Pick a girl on the street and you are flared.
Flared. Wow. Isn't any girl any day? Isn't that just any day for you, Rick?
For me, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Be like Rick on Valentine's Day. Red shirt guy.
If you want to see Stone Cold come back to be the general manager of Raw, give me a hell yeah.
Yeah, of course. Like I said.
Well, yeah, because Vince McMahon will make me fucking dare.
It's true.
There you go. Yeah. Deborah, what's your least favorite storyline going on? Bonus if you have time, what could improve it? What's the worst storyline going on right now?
Maximum Male Models trying to recruit Otis.
How could you improve it? You fire Maximum Male Models, all of them.
How about just let Maxine...
No, yeah, you fire the men, not Maxine.
Maxine manages a heel Otis? Yes, please.
Yeah, sure.
Turns on Gable. I don't give a fuck what Gable does.
Right. Tobin, a correction from this past episode of Hogwash. Okay, sorry. This was a question on Hogwash. They asked us what the best halftime show ever was, and I think we said like U2 or Prince, but he's saying the best one was Rock versus Mankind. I mean...
The best.
The best.
That was great. I was living in LA when they did that.
Yep. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Chief Nakahomer, which was the better year, 97 or 2002? 97 was the start of the Attitude Era. Montreal Screwjob, Kane, Hell in a Cell debut, Rise of Stone Cold. It's going to be hard to beat that. 2002, Ruthless Aggression starts. The OVW debuts like John Cena, Orton. Shawn Michaels returns, Elimination Chamber debut. These are all great. These are all great.
Was that the three stages of hell that year too, with Shawn and Triple H? I think it was.
Maybe. It was either 02 or 03, but yeah.
I'd still have to say 97, but damn.
It's close.
Yeah.
Again, Ruthless Aggression is severely underrated. It's basically just a continuation of the Attitude Era.
What is the best year of wrestling? Is that 99?
98 is when Stone Cold won the title.
But when did Mankind
win? 99. It was January of 99.
That was back when like the title was changing a lot. I like that. I hate when the same person, like Roman, has a title for 3 years. Like what? Like push other people. Like let's see it change.
Yeah.
9 times, 17 times.
Stone Cold was constantly losing it. That's what you got to do with a babyface, right?
Right.
I mean, he won it, and then like a few months later, Kane beat him. Like it wasn't long. Like Kane beat, and then he won it back the next night.
In the first blood match, where Kane is covered from head to toe in costume. Where's he bleeding, bro?
What the hell?
Well, he had one. He wasn't wearing a glove in one hand, so it's like you got to make his hand bleed.
It's the dumbest thing ever. First blood match, he's covered from.
We were like, how's Stone Cold gonna win? He isn't.
Correct.
Yeah. Tim, if this was Vince era, Sammy would lose in 10 seconds on Sunday and have Cody job at WrestleMania. Well, maybe. I don't know. I mean, Cody returned when Vince was still there.
I love you.
I'm Raj. Do you reheat leftover pizza in the microwave or eat it cold?
I don't like either of those options. I'll put it in the oven. Or the air fryer. Heats up pizza very well.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather heat it up, but I've eaten pizza. I've eaten cold pizza before.
Sure.
It's still good. Lesser known saint, do you think Raquel Rodriguez does pull-ups from Braun Strowman's little nipple rings? I hope so.
Like the rings?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. One finger in each. This is Taz from Team Taz. Looking to put Team Taz back together with these Raw and SmackDown schmucks. Who do you think has that fuck the world attitude we need here? How about this?
That's some renegade shit.
Damn. I think I'd put Austin Theory in Team Taz.
Team Taz?
Yeah.
I think Brock Lesnar would be great for Team Taz. He's got a fuck the world attitude.
Yeah.
But then, like, every week, Brock F5's Taz.
Taz
He's like, you know what?
You're not Team Taz. What? You Team Taz. You Team Taz.
You Team Taz, yeah. He F5s him every week, and he's like, well, I mean, I still got Brock. I get F5'd every week, but Brock Lesnar's my guy.
Otis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
Kind of
good.
looks like Taz.
Right.
Same size. Maybe a little bigger.
Braun Strowman, he turns heel.
Yeah.
Philip Oliver Holes. Ah, three
Philip
names.
Oliver Holes.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
That's nice. If Sammy were to win the title, not going to happen. How would you set up the Mania match against Cody? Turn one heel? Yeah, I mean, it's even hard to imagine that, but
I mean,
you'd have to. It's fucking main event of Mania.
Yeah. Have they ever? Was the
Again,
last
that's the biggest hypothetical. Roman Reigns not going to be there?
when Stone Cold and Rock fought all the times? One of them was always a heel.
Yeah.
Always,
It was always The Rock.
except for when
Except for the
Stone Cold
turn.
turned. But they went into that match face, right?
No.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
Who was the heel?
The Rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
So what? Hogan Ultimate Warrior was the last face main event.
No. Shawn and Brett.
Oh, right. Of course. Hello.
There's got to be one since then. I mean, main event, Shawn and Taker main evented. They were both faces.
I guess I meant for the
Technically,
title.
okay, yeah, sure.
But yeah, true. They were both faces during that too.
Yeah, it's not happening. The geriatric jackhammer. I'm pretty stoned, but here it goes. Let's hear some goofy match pitches. I'll start. Tessa Blanchard versus Velveteen Dream in any contract ladder match sponsored by Preparation H. You're stoned, all right.
You, you have a good one for that?
No.
No. Okay.
That was odd enough.
That was pretty crazy.
Who are you? Hey, Joe, did you meet my friend Lena? I think you did during Rumble weekend. Lena up against the wall for the gangbang.
Yes.
I don't know.
Much love.
Yeah.
Thanks for these questions.
Look, we do it to each other.
Everyone's
Everyone's gotten the womp womp.
These last two questions are why I love fan
That's right.
questions.
Yes.
I feel like Jim Rome. Remember when he was like popular? He's like, you know what? More of me and less of you.
Yeah.
Get the ratings.
Look, we've all gotten the sad trombone. I've given it to myself before.
Yeah, true.
The Rizzler. So they've officially handed over the Warrior gimmick to Boogs, huh? Streamers, wrestling singlet, over the hype promos, and the over the head push press. I kind of dig it. Side note, Bronson Reed is a spitting image to Goldberg, the goalie from the Mighty Ducks. No, actually, that is him. Yeah.
Probably.
He grew up to be Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
I'm Ed. It's what I do. So since Baron Corbin is obviously still a heel, does that mean JBL became a face when he cut ties with Corbin? No, because Corbin's gone now.
And what was our thing?
Yeah,
it was 2 weeks?
No.
It was.
It was 2 weeks?
Yeah, we did 2 weeks.
Really?
I just have JBL.
I don't think it was 2 weeks.
I'm almost certain I said 2 weeks.
I'm almost certain he's not showing up next week.
You're probably safe.
So
You're probably good.
you just have to hope I forget.
No, I'll remember. I have too many dollars. I got to give you something.
He says, also, I recently listened to the great Hogan debate. And although Joe made some good points, I have to agree with Eric.
What?
No hard feelings. The next WrestleMania they hold at the Silver Dome. Beers are on me, brother.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's in Detroit? Something's coming up. SummerSlam?
SummerSlam.
maybe?
Yeah.
All right.
Andy Nance, did you guys see WWE making WrestleMania Rhodes versus Sammy, or possibly making a three-way match? Just trying to figure out how much interest. I don't know what the rest of the sentence is saying, but no, I don't see that happening.
It is momentum. Yeah. Yeah. You know.
Omar, Pushfire Kill, Michael Cole, Tony Shitvani, the Irish guy that says turd. I'm killing Shivani. I hate him more than Michael Cole.
More than Cole and turd?
If you watch AEW every week, Tony Schiavone is the fucking worst. I hate him so much.
I was always going to say push it. Then who are you pushing?
The Irish guy.
What?
Turd.
Oh, God.
The turd.
I think I'm pushing Cole over the turd. God, he's horrible.
Yeah.
He's horrible.
Tony Schiavone's the worst. Trust me.
Fair.
It's so bad.
I've watched plenty
And
of
then
AEW.
it's funny, when we talked about looking up the Who Are You guy, a lot of like a few fans, including Jimmy Russell, sent the fucking his talent profile that like Joe found after the show last week. So yeah, we looked him up. It's just, what do we do if we bring him on? We're just like, hey, say the thing. And then he says it, and was like, "Oh yeah, we already had it."
I mean, look, we're not a big interview podcast. We've had opportunities.
What would we interview him? So what was it like?
But we would try to figure out maybe how do they hire local actors for these segments? We would ask them all those things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how do you get the job? Do you have to audition? You know, do you have an agent? What, you know, do you work in that city? Like all those type of questions.
Yeah.
5 minutes, and then we make them say it, and that'd be it. Yeah. Would we have to pay him for this? Then I'm out.
Why would he want to do this?
Because it's his only thing that he's ever been known for.
True. Yeah. All right, that's all for fan questions.
That's it. Oh,
oh, you're so sad. Yeah. Elimination Chamber predictions. I like that they changed the colors. It's blue now. Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah?
Like the logo.
you did this on purpose?
I did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I always color coordinate it.
Very nice.
Only 5 matches again. Not bad.
Yeah,
I
not
like
bad.
that.
Right.
Maybe a nice 3-hour
How long are the
pay-per-view.
elimination chambers? Like 30, 40 minutes?
Yeah, 30 minutes. All right, first up, we got Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley.
We go Edge and Beth with a pin.
Same.
Yeah.
I have Edge pinning Balor.
Yep.
Yeah, Rhea can't take a pin if they're losing.
Yep.
How many people interfere?
I have one Dominic.
1 Dom.
You do too?
Yes.
Cross that.
Yeah, I figured that would not, it'd be the same. We'll see if
Eric better get this done tonight. Send it to him.
Right.
None of this 11th hour.
Unless he makes Eliminacho Chamber, then we'll have to forgive him.
I'll be fine with it.
He's like, hey, I'm bringing Eliminacho Chamber. Can I fill out a scorecard? All right, fine.
Yes. When you get here, sure.
And I won 10 points. Sure. You always lose by 20 anyway. That's fine. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley.
After I filled it out, I thought of, this would be a great thing to bring back the Hurt Business during this match.
Right.
So here's what I did. I hedged my bets.
Okay.
I have Lesnar with a pin.
Yes.
Let's start there.
Right.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
It's funny. Last week we were both saying Lashley.
Yeah, but
And then
Lashley's gotten
they
over
showed
it.
MVP backstage talking to Shelton and Cedric. It's like, we don't give a shit. It's about Lashley. Like, yeah, okay. They already fucking came out with him.
right. They never even talked about why. They came
No.
out with him, they lost.
Right.
Then they came out with him and they won, or he wasn't there and they won. No,
Yeah.
he was there and they won. I don't know. Who cares? So I put interference 3. So I'm hedging my bet.
Okay.
Maybe they interfere and they win, and so there's all 3 of them.
All right. I put no. I put 0 interference.
Okay.
How many of 5s?
2.
I put 2.
Yeah.
How many spears?
2.
I put 3.
Okay.
Over under 6 minutes and 1 second. That was
Because
their
of-
last match.
Yeah, because of the possible interference angle, I'm going to go over.
I'm going under.
Yeah.
And does Lashley rejoin the Hurt Business?
I'm going to go yes. Again, I'm trying to hedge there.
Okay.
You?
I said no.
Yeah.
My guess is that it happens on Raw. Like, you need our help?
Yeah, maybe.
See? Can't beat Brock Lesnar.
So just another Lesnar over Lashley clean win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe they do it again at Mania where he's got the Hurt Business.
That's why I think if the Hurt Business comes in, all this can happen except for the pin with the Hurt Business just interfering.
Right.
And then they throw it out. And then, him versus all of them at Mania.
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Brock and Lashley become a tag team. That's almost the way to go.
Maybe. So Sammy and Owens
That'd be kind of fun.
job to those two at Backlash.
That'd be kind of fun, actually,
Sure.
to see them tag together. Next up, we have the women's #1 contender elimination chamber match to see who jobs to Bianca Belair at WrestleMania.
I think the only logical choice is Asuka as a heel, whatever the fuck.
I've got Asuka as well.
Yeah.
We got Liv Morgan, Asuka, Nikki Cross, Natalia, Carmella, Raquel Rodriguez. Which 2 start the match?
Nikki Liv.
Okay, I have Liv and Carmella.
Okay.
Who comes out of the last pod?
These are the biggest person, Raquel.
I got Natalia because it's Montreal.
Yeah, all right.
Who is eliminated last? No, I'm sorry. Who's eliminated first?
Mella.
Mella. Who's eliminated? Yeah, I have her as well.
Okay.
Who's eliminated last?
Raquel.
I have, again, Natalia because of Montreal. I don't like it.
So like the fans are gonna get pissed because she loses in front of them, like last. They're gonna make it look like she could win, and then
Right.
Sure. Maybe.
Who has the most eliminations?
Asuka.
Yeah, I have Asuka, though now I want to say Raquel, but fuck it. How many?
3.
I put 2. There might be a tie there.
Yeah.
And then how many girls jump off the top of a pod?
I don't know why I have 2, but I think Nikki is crazy enough to do it. I think Liv can do it. I think Asuka might flip and do, you know what I mean? So I put 2. I think 2.
I put 1.
Yeah. It's probably more likely.
By the way, no Bray Wyatt. Like, what is that about? Is the story on hold?
That's it. We didn't see him this week.
Yeah, no.
Just LA Light going, yeah.
And then no Alexa.
Yeah.
Are they just going to surprise show up one
Was there
night?
a rumor that she's taking time off or something?
Yeah, she responded, said, "Don't believe everything you hear." So maybe they're
And then
just
she doesn't show up.
maybe they're just showing up for a few weeks, or not showing for a few weeks, so that they show up somewhere and it's a big deal, like all together.
Sure.
I don't know. That's everything for that, right? Yeah. Then we have the United States Championship Elimination Chamber match: Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Montez Ford, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest. A B-list Elimination Chamber match.
Except for Seth.
Minus
maybe,
Seth, yeah. Who do you got?
I have Seth.
Okay.
I think maybe he fights Logan Paul for the IC title at WrestleMania.
United States.
Sorry, for the United
Yeah.
States title, yeah. Like
Yeah.
that would make it more something. You know what I mean?
The more I thought about it, I was like, oh, this could be a chance for Gargano or Montez Ford or even Priest or something. But no, I'm staying with Theory.
So does he
Theory
fight Cena
retaining.
with the title?
Yeah, I guess.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Right.
That's the most important thing.
Right.
Which two start the match?
Gargano and Seth. A little mini dream matchup.
Yeah. Well, now I'm rooting for
Don't
that.
worry, it won't happen.
Yeah, that's true. I got Johnny and Priest.
Yep.
Who comes out of the last pod?
Again, usually the biggest person enters last, so I have Bronson Reed. Can't last more than 5 minutes in that match.
I got Theory just because he's the heel champ going in.
Yeah.
Who's eliminated first?
Priest. You have Johnny. I was gonna put Johnny.
You know it's Johnny.
I
Look
didn't
into
wanna
your
write
heart.
it.
Look into your heart. It's not going to be
My rebel
6'5" Damian Priest getting pinned by Johnny.
Well, yeah.
It's going to be Johnny.
All right.
Who's eliminated last?
Theory.
I have Seth.
There you go.
Who has the most eliminations?
I have Seth.
I have Seth as well. How many?
2.
I have 2. And how many guys jump off the top of a pod?
Just going with 1, probably Montez Ford, but it could be 2 or 3. I'm gonna go 1.
I put 2 for that one. Yeah.
Flip flopped on that.
Then finally, we have Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
Yep.
Who you got?
I have Roman Reigns with a pin.
Of course.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns with a pin. How many people interfere?
2,
2.
maybe.
Okay.
This is where I might have to change some stuff after listening to. Yeah, 2. I don't think it's Jimmy and Jay. I do because Jimmy might be on the thing. So I'll stick with 2.
Well, Solo could be there.
Yeah,
I put 3.
that would be 3. Right?
Does Sammy kick out of a spear?
Yes, everyone does.
Yes.
Yeah,
Does Jey Uso show up?
I'm gonna say yes.
I said yes.
Yeah.
Does Jimmy Uso show up?
So if he's on the big screen, does that count?
That's not going to happen.
No.
That's
I
no
love that
way. He's
idea.
really going to. I mean, that was a total joke.
I'll say no.
I said no as well.
Yep.
Surprise appearance?
I want to always put something here, but I feel like this could be a very close pay-per-view. I don't know why I want to say Braun Breaker. Is he from Montreal?
No. Steiner son?
Oh yeah, they're all American.
Sable?
Is she from Montreal?
Well, she lives in Canada now, right?
Yeah, but
Up
I
in the
think they
mountains.
live on the other side. Nobody.
Nothing. I got Kevin Owens.
What are you talking about? He's been on TV.
Well, we haven't seen him since Royal Rumble.
It was 2 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. He could be dead. All right, if I can't pick him.
If I can't pick him.
Look, I wrote 2 names because I figured that would happen.
Yeah.
I put Bret Hart.
Oh, if he comes, then they have to let Natalia win, and then they'll just.
Oh, he's not coming out for Natalia.
No.
No, he's coming out for Sammy. He's going to come out with Sammy.
That would be if he comes out with Sammy and doesn't win. Fuck them. He's
They're going
only-
to do a Montreal screw job.
That's
What do you mean?
That's a good one, but I don't think that happens.
Yeah. The only reason why you can't put KO is because you know he's showing up.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is how to be a genuine, right? It's not a genuine surprise. And they haven't been off TV for a while. Come on.
But when I put Brock Lesnar for Money in the Bank, that was 3 weeks after Mania. But again, we didn't expect him to show up. So it was a different story. It was a different thing. But yeah, I put Bret Hart for the chance at 10 points. What's the opening match? Pre-show doesn't count.
I have the men's chamber because I figured the Roman Reigns match is going to be last. So they can lead with the men's
That's
chamber.
what I did.
Yeah.
Because that's what they did for the Rumble.
Yeah.
They did the men's Rumble first.
Right.
Then they did the women's Rumble so that it doesn't overshine Roman, the main event.
Yeah.
So I have that as well. Main event, Roman Sammy. Right?
Yes.
How many times does an announce table break? So it could be the same one over and over.
I know.
again.
I just put one.
I put one as well. Although I feel like this could be the time where it doesn't break because of the chamber matches. But
Sure. But they were
lock of the century,
Roman
Reigns.
Looking at a list of people
Imagine
from Montreal. Brett's not from Montreal, but
It's
Canada.
That's where the screw job was.
Montreal School.
And it's Canada. That's all that matters.
Maurice is from Montreal.
Oh yeah,
Is the Miz on the card? No, of course not.
he's not.
There you go.
There's our predictions.
Don't feel great about that one.
Yeah, not really.
I think so many different things can happen. Like outside of Roman winning, which obviously it's probably going to happen. Like these are all maybes.
It's true.
They're all maybes. The Finn and Rhea are favored for some reason online slightly. And, Lashley, if he joins the Hurt Business, they help him beat Lesnar. Lesnar doesn't have to win that match. Lesnar can give a fuck if he wins that match. I think Lesnar's...
Asuka's like the heaviest favorite other than Roman.
Right.
Roman's like minus 4,000.
Because who else, like, Liv already had her moment. Carmella just got back. Raquel is the only legit contender, but face-face.
That might be another thing where they turn on Belair because Asuka's so over.
Wow.
Yeah. Asuka's so over with this gimmick. Like, I'll be rooting for Asuka.
Sure.
Because she's so fucking cool right now.
Well, and I also don't like long champions. And Belair's,
Yeah.
she had it, then she lost it, then she got it back, and now she's had it.
Maybe this is Asuka's redemption story since Vince had her job to Charlotte.
God.
Probably not.
Fucking stupid.
You beat the streak. Congratulations. Remember? She congratulated Charlotte
Yeah.
for beating her at WrestleMania, even though Asuka wasn't the champ.
Right.
None of that made any sense.
No.
This is just like the Undertaker streak. No, it's not.
Nope.
No, it's not.
No.
All right, then. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Wrong Wrestling. Get a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling, and maybe a hat sometime soon.
Yep.
And also become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. And we'll see you Saturday night after Elimination Chamber.
Boom.
Yeah.
This Saturday. It's really fast.
Go, Sammy.